Hello, it's Markham Torch here from Markham 3D, and today we're going to be continuing on with building our VR game. So far so good. I've been successful on a few fronts, which I'll show you in a sec. I've had to redo the materials because I broke up the engine into 3 parts, because that's how we're going to be working in 3 parts. Hello, it's from there, let me just show you what we've done. Okay. So let me just jump into VR and we'll put the headset on, stand up, and funnily enough, I've created a bit of a workout here. So red, whoops, in the first slot. Let's go orange, which is in the second slot. Don't hit the window, cool. Alright, let's go yellow. Come back. And so these fuses will be scattered out throughout the level. And now, if we come over here, and we can see that's what it looks like for now. But once I put this in, we should see a light turn on. There it goes. Okay, cool. So now we can see that there's a light in here. So we now are going to go back in and we've got to model that area in there. Let's just jump out of the VR now. And bear with me while I get my chair again. Alright. Few errors, that's alright, we'll live with that. So pretty much the way I've done it is these fuses have a valve type, which is engine 1, fuse 2. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go into a corresponding slot which match valve type, engine 1, fuse 1, blah blah blah. From here, if I open up the big, the full engine, which is this whole area, from here, actually let's step one back, let's go into our holder. We'll open up the blueprint here, and once it's done all the stuff, it will send a message to our BPI custom world interface. We've got our inputs, and it takes over what the match valve type is, which is this one here. So when we go into our big blueprint, it says event card success, which is what we called it in our BPI in here. Card success, and we can see that it takes over the string of the card ID. Well, I called it the card ID. Where's my full engine? It comes in to a sequence. That sequence doesn't need to be in there, but I've just put it in there. It'll grab the new cart, it'll search that string, and what it will do is it will find engine 1. Is it in engine 1? Yes. So let's come up here. And so it does a sequence, it checks the 5 slots. We know that it's in engine 1 because we've reached here. What type of fuse is it? Is it fuse 1, fuse 2, fuse 3? So fuse 1, fuse 2, fuse 3. Goes into, yes, it's true, cool, continue. Goes into a flip-flop node. Now there's a tutorial on that coming out on Friday. And everything gets plugged into an AND node. So once all these are true, it'll come across and power next engine 2 is the back over here in our blueprint interface, on or off, because I created both. Why do I have I don't have string in there? Oh, that's why, because I got double click. So we can see that it sends a message, and once again it sends it to an array. So once I'm in engine, I can just keep adding power engine 2 plus 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 plus, and our BP light turn on, which is that one in there. Please be BP light turn on. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. That's how we got that working. Beautiful. It works fine. So happy with that. So if we pop over to Blender, so one thing I need to do is in this model here, we want to create a kind of box in here so that light doesn't bleed out from behind and through the model. So let's just go, I'm just going to select this face here, Shift A, add in a cube, you muppet. Shift S, cursor to selected, Shift A, cube. Let me just get rid of the spin tool there because we don't need that. Let's scale this in. Now my computer's getting a little bit old and it's struggling to handle all this. Alright, so let's now wireframe. Let's just line it up roughly in the middle. Scale X. Nope, scale Y. Beautiful. Let's grab this face in here. G, Y, X. And we will pump it about here. And delete face. And there we go. We should be fine. I'm just checking. So that face is purging there. So let's just go G, X, Y. And we'll just move it in so I can't see it. And now that should resolve our light bleeding issue, which is what we want. Beautiful. If you're joining here for the first time, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Helps me out, keeps you up to date with how this game is progressing and all tutorials in Blender, Unreal, 3D printing stuff. So, okay. What I need to do is, if we go back into the game here, so we've got, this is kind of engine 1, this is engine 2 in this area. Actually, we can look at it here. So this is engine 1, this is all engine 2, and this is engine 3. Now I've got already quite a few puzzles in engine 3, so we got, how many slots? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 slots in engine 3. Engine 1's got those 5 that we just showed. And hey buddy, how you doing? So now we just got to build up engine 2 because I need to put some more puzzles in here. I wouldn't mind putting something in here, maybe a box directly in here. The other thing I need to work out is a way to communicate to say, you've activated this, now it's activating this section of the engine. So what I might do with that is create separate pipes, and what those pipes will do is they will change color, which show which way the power is going. Because I was watching a mirror edge tutorial on world level design, and it is important to show the player that if you've done something, where it goes. An audio aid can help, but the problem is because this is an escape room in VR, and if you've ever done an escape room, there's people there to help you to say, oh, this is what you do. I need to not make it basic, and I need to give them a challenge, but I still need to show them where to go. Where to go. I'll give them where to go. All right. So we will model something up in here. I think this might be a good spot. I do still think that a piece needs to go in here. We do have our box there as well. So if I come around, we've got this box that is set up, which we've got our piece hidden inside. But obviously what we'll do is with this button will not turn on until engine 2 is on. And that's got special parts for maybe engine 2 or engine 3. Oh, the problem is I really should draw a diagram, but I'm kind of winging it. I understand how I'm going to be doing everything. The other thing is these fuses, they're a bit too small and they kind of fall through the world. So I've already updated the geometry for it. So if I go sci-fi level assets and my fuse, right click, re-import. Please re-import. Don't make me a jerk. Alright, while that's re-importing, let's come over to here. Let's create this box. What's it gonna be? Alright, what I'll do is I will build it out and then we'll join it in. So let's go cube. And the problem is, oops. The problem is I can't make it too finicky. I would love like little cables to be putting in or something like that. But but that doesn't really work. I think the fuses that I had were minimal size. So is Unreal feeling a little bit better? Still not feeling better, that's fine. Alright, so let's work on this part. So how should we do this part? I think let's do Control R to put in an edge loop, Control B to do a bevel. From here, let's do another edge loop with Control R and another bevel. And I will go GX, push that in, GX. That's not really going to work, is it? So let's put an edge loop in here, size X 0 to make that straight. And I'm going to select these 3 sides, delete faces, and let's just go face, 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 face. Alright, GYX. So that's a little bit better. I do need to kind of make it blend into this section here, but we'll just put a subsurface on there. Welcome, Netwinder. So he's got a wonderful podcast. Go listen to that. His channel's pretty good. Quite a bit of entertaining stuff there. So I need to make kind of another. Do I want to go fuse or do I want to go apart? I know. Let's do apart. So from here, let's go Shift S. Let's make a cylinder size. Rotate X, Y 90 degrees. Let's come into side view and about here. And then let's select this face. I to inset. And it kind of goes in like so. From here, let's do Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's put in a cube. Let's scale that down. Scale that down, and we'll make it into a square slot. Actually, why not make an Australian power outlet? GZ, Shift D, Z, rotate 30. And we'll move that over. Shift D, Y, rotate 60, minus. There we go. So now you've got to kind of find that plug and put it in there. Laters, buddy. All right. From here, I think that looks quite nice. So if you guys never been to Australia, that's what our power outlets look like, except in reverse. But I'll make the part so it fits in there. Okay. I won't actually, we'll just put a bevel modifier on there for now, just to see what all that looks like. So that's a little bit too sharp, so we'll put an edge loop in there. Beautiful. And from here, I think what we might do is let's just throw in a pipe. So Alt right click to bring that up, Shift D, Z, rotate on the Y axis 90 degrees. Let's scale that in. I'm going to press 1 to go into side view, and let's just press F, E to extrude, and we will do an inset with an I, E to extrude, and let's put in the spin tool. We come up here and press Y, and then we can spin 90 degrees, minus 90, E to extrude, E to extrude again, right click to snap it back in place, scale with S, and then E back into the middle. And let's just go G, Y, move that over. How much am I moving that over by? Everything's moved. So 0.05, Shift D, Y, 0.1 minus. And so now we've kind of got that. It doesn't seem to be fitting too well with this layer. Kind of looks okay. I think what we'll need to do is put in a bit more of a bevel in this section here and this section in here. Let's go into edge mode. So let's check these two. B. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I'm more than happy with that. And so now that's going to be some sort of really big part that we can throw in. If you guys got any recommendations, let me know. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. So I'm going to type space to search and smooth, shade smooth. That's what we've got. However, if I come over into the object data, I can click auto smooth and 30 degrees. That should be suffice. And so now we've kind of got this, which is what I want. What I might do, actually, we'll just put some more decoration in here. I'm going to select all these faces. And let's select all these faces. Let's do I to do an inset. E to extrude. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. There we go. That's nice. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. What else could we do? So I do like that plug. I won't make the plug right now. We'll do that a little bit later. I just want to be able to work on a few other things. This area in here looks empty. So we've got this bit. Pipes going into here. What can we shove in there? That is the question. Do we... Oof. Alright. So let's just fix this up. Oh my goodness, I broke my fuse. So I literally exported the whole blend file as a fuse. Alright, that's why it took so long. Let's go back into here. File, export, OBJ, selected only, which is what we want. We want to set it to 100 is a scale. Z up. And let's go into our assets folder. This is fuse object 1. Export. Beautiful. Now let's come back in here. Right click, re-import. There we go. There's our fuses. That looks a little bit better. Okay. So we won't go through it again unless you guys want me to. If you want me to show you what the game looks like, let me know in the comments. If we come back into here, so we've been modeling things up here as well because we need to start adding a little bit more decoration. That plug, that actually is really nice. Shall we put maybe a cartridge in here? I think that might be nice. So if I go cube, edit mode, scale, something like this. GZ. I do like the idea of a cartridge. I didn't even think about that. Everything's just plugs. Oh, maybe we can even do it up there. So let's go into top view, move that up there. Okay, where are we going to go? In here. So let's just kind of rotate it so it's roughly the same orientation. It's going to be slightly annoying. And rotate YY. Beautiful. Scale on the Z axis. And so this is going to be kind of a slot. So from here, I'm going to press I to do an inset. And then what we can do is we'll extrude inwards because this is our slot. I'm going to Alt right click on all these areas. Really? I'm just going to do everything. So Control B to do a bevel. Yeah, beautiful. That's what I wanted. Let's grab this face. I'm going to press Control Numpad plus to expand. And one more. Go GX. And then from here, I'm going to duplicate this face. Shift D X. And we'll put in a few slots with Control R, edge loops, Control B to do a bevel, and I just want single file. Let's get rid of these big pieces. Delete faces. Select all, and then E to extrude. I'm just going to delete those back faces. Let's box select all them. G, Y, X, X. Put them back into place. And so now when we pick up the cartridge, it will kind of just fit in there. More the question is where are these cartridges and where are these pieces going to find? As I explained before, we've got this box over here, which is unlocked by this button. Whoops. Ah, not Firefox. Go away. So, I kind of want... I think what I'll do is when this whole section is unlocked, it'll kind of rise up maybe and expose a piece here. Or maybe a box should appear here. That's not a bad idea. I do like that idea. We've got this box, and this box can go to here. But these are only two puzzles here. So the plan as well is to have an engine on both sides. And so, for instance, you might solve this fuse box here, and that unlocks this engine. And then this part here opens up, exposes some more fuses where you can go into this side. But you actually have to rip out parts from here to put into here, which unlocks this bit. And then unlocks maybe this section. I'm just trying to get those, people thinking, it's not going to be just straightforward like, put everything in. Oh, well, everything works. No, that's not what I want. I want them to have to break it to fix it, to break it, so another section you can fix and moving forward. I do like it though. The game does look nice. What I can do is I'll jump in. I'll quickly show you for all of you who just joined the stream what it looks like at the moment. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. So bear with me for a sec while I just get the VR headset on. Okay, let's put this on. And so we've got our fuses, which will come into there. And so originally these were modeled as if they were from the original Ninja Turtle. Oh, that's my face. The original Ninja Turtles, where they came out of the ooze. But I've just made them a little bit bigger, just because it's easier. And so we've got all this working, and then we can see as soon as that plugs in, this power comes on. If I come over here, I can... Actually, we'll show you. I can't grab this, but if I push the button, I can now pick it up, come over here, put the cap on, stops the fire. And then let's come up here. Oops, I can't do that. Put it up in there. Put it up in there. These ones come in here. And this one, where do you go? I think you go in there. It's pretty cool. So it's looking nice. Even the engine looks nice from back here. Maybe I just keep one engine. I don't want both engines. Because it looks so nice, like being in a confined area. Do I want to pick... maybe I should pick things up from the roof. Oof. So many questions. I do own Substance Painter, and I probably will, once it comes time to polishing up the models, I probably will throw it into Substance Painter, but at the moment, but it's expensive now. Well, it's always been expensive. I mean, at the moment, I think, how much is it, $300 or something? $150? Poof. I'm still happy how the old first, actually Substance Painter 2 works. But yeah, I definitely need to start texturing models. But I think more important part is the puzzles and getting that core game mechanics. Like, as you can see, everything's now connected, everything's starting to work. It's more... Yes, so Substance Painter, there is a plugin. Plugins, Substance Painter and UE4 enabled. I'm not going to restart now. I'll restart later. So I do have the plugin, yes. 34% off Steam. I will have to see. I'm trying to save up to get Re-Illusion's character creator, and I'm trying to add in more assets to that. I would love to be able to get the iPhone 10 working with character creator. I'm trying to get it with working with Blender, but there's too many blend shapes I have to fix up in a face. So that's been a problem. But oh well, that's Future Marco's problem. I'm working on this now. I would love to go back to doing animated short films. I want to work on motion capture. I did back a Kickstarter program where you can actually put Bluetooth sensors on the legs and the belt, and also use the Oculus's hands and VR headset to track your motion. So I will have to have a look now. You're making me contemplate. Okay, so from here, let's go back into Blender. So now we've created these 2 extra plugs. I do want to fill this space. What to fill this space with, I'm not sure. Do we just throw in another pipe? Actually, let's just clean that up there, because that's disgusting. So let's come in here. Let's select these 2, Control B to do a bevel. There we go, so that's looking a little bit better, and these pipes aren't going anywhere, but that's fine. I do like these little pipes just hanging out here. Let's select these areas, Control B to do a bevel. There we go. Just give it a little bit of extra. Oh, yuck. Whoop, go back. Control Z. That did not turn out as well as I hoped. So how about we do it like this, and select these 4 areas, Control B. There we go. That's a bit better. I'll accept that. If you're new to the stream, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Keep you updated with all my content. I'm releasing Blender tutorials and add-ons and 3D printing stuff and Unreal stuff. Alright, what else we got? That's actually a little bit yuck. That's fine. I'll clean that up. Control Z. I think that's Future Marco's problem. In this section, I do like these. I've got plenty of add-ons. I mean, what are they called? Greebles to go through. I've got a massive library now that I've been collecting. I've got a video on where to get free Greebles from. Whoops, sorry. If I come over into 3D assets, let's go into Greebles. Alright, let's check in all these. I think this is a free... Oh, that's a gig. My computer's going to die. Okay, let's just check what this one is. I just want to see if there's anything that looks or resembles like a button that's not too high poly, even though this is all pretty high poly stuff. Alright, what do we got? These are all camera stuff. Pulleys. So yeah, I've been trying to put together a library of anything and everything, because you never know when you might come across something that you'll need. But there's nothing in that one that's of interest. Let's check. Andrew Hodgkins, no. Let's check this one. Come on. This is a big file. My computer's old. So the way I'm going off is, obviously you can see those models in Blender are pretty high poly. However, my computer is running bare minimal, and Oculus is screaming at me constantly, telling me how terrible my computer is. So if it runs on my computer, I know it's going to run anywhere. Okay, so I'm just trying to find some parts or something. Give me something. something delicious. But I think these models are going to be way too high poly if we look at it. So for instance, let's just click on that. Ugh. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. I know this one is a killer. I originally had this model in here, but that's just madness. It's madness, they say. Oh, discard. I'm going to have to model something. Fine. Let's model something. And we'll model something up quickly, and then we will call it a night. All right. What are you going to do? So from in here, and here, Control J. Let's joint. Yuck. What on earth? Future marker's problem. Oh man, future marker is going to hate past marker. The computer I've got, I don't know. We built it like 7 years ago. I got a GTX 980 in it. I got a Hexi CPU from way back, so it's just running like a dog. And I've getting all the data off one of my old hard drives because I know that it's starting to make noise, and so it's probably going to die soon. But I'm waiting for the Radeon's 3000 series, and I will be buying half a new computer and grabbing some of my old stuff and putting it in, save me a little bit of money. And then hopefully that'll help me out with game development. Okay, so let's go from here. Actually, put the 3D cursor in here. Cube. Okay, what are we going to do? So let's now just kind of block this out in here. G, Y, X. Let's bump it in here. And then we've got that pipe in the way. So I'm going to do a bevel here. Control B to do another bevel. Let's use the mouse wheel to bring that down. And I'm going to select this bottom face. G, Z to move it up. And so we've kind of got this section here. So from here, what can we have? Do I make a kind of as if this is a box? Actually, what we'll do is let's extrude this, and let's do this again. Control B to do another bevel. Let's bring this face down. G, Z, E to extrude, and we'll pump that in there. However, this is rather bland here, so let's now fix this area up. From here, let's put... Do we want to create something like these in here? I think that might be a good idea. It will be fine, and it's cheap per than buying an i9. And I'll probably go, there's one that's going 12 core, I think it is, in the 3000 series. I mean, the top of the range. So that's what I'm going to want for a brand new computer. Okay. And then from here, let's add in, go away spin tool, let's add in a cylinder, scale that in. Rotate X, Y. There we go. Scale it up. Okay. This one will be kind of an opposite plug. Okay. G, Y, X. And that's I like that plug. G, Y, Y. Shift D, Y. And so what we're going to do is have the same thing that we kind of got over here. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Same thing we got over here, and the cup kind of sits over it. But maybe with this, we'll create, so... Oof, don't say that to me. What it'll be, kind of be like a U-shaped pipe that goes in there. How about, and I think what we might do then is let's go Shift D, scale this in, G, Y, X, and what it will do is we can do maybe like a power. button that flashes. And extrude, that's a bit big for a power button. Control L, G, Y, X, let's bring that in. And we will do Shift D, scale that in, G, Y to X to push it back, and E to extrude that out. And then that can turn on when everything's activated. All right. That seems okay. I'll come in later and I'll put some bevels in just to round everything off, just to make that look a little bit prettier. So that means now we've got 3 plugs in engine 2, we've got 5 plugs here in engine 1, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the goal will be to have this engine and the other side as well. So if I come into here, we will have this side and then another engine on this side. It's more now, the difficult thing will be unlocking these parts. Where are these parts going to be? Are they going to be just hidden? I might put another container here. Got to model up a door to be in here. How do I like Blender 2.8 so far? It's grown on me. I've ditched 2.79, even though particle effects haven't come across to 2.8 yet, and I was doing quite a bit of that. The life particle node or particle information node doesn't work in 2.8, but that might have changed recently. What else? I've got, let me just save it. This bug is ridiculous. So if I right click on something and then right click and drag, Control Z does not put it back. What the heck? So discard changes. So that's made me angry. That's caught me out a few times. So it's just little bugs like that. Animation wise, I've used it a bit. Grease pencil I haven't really used. Mostly just hard surface. I mean, I got so many add-ons now. I got KitOps that has all my EV materials in here. What have we got? Come on, DecalMachine is a beautiful add-on. AutoRigPro, which I've been rigging up characters. I have also purchased Reallusion's character creator, which I wish there was more blend shapes to it, but I have to edit those characters. But that's where I'll probably be moving into once this project's finished. Let's go back to animations. Hopefully do some parodies of other YouTube channels to try and get more people in, because I've been doing this channel now for 3 years, and I mean I've almost hit 4,000 subscribers, which is awesome. But there's other people who have, with other Blender channels, who have come in after me and they're already like 9,000-10,000. I'm like, ugh. So anyway, but for what I need Blender for, it does perfectly. So what's the time? 10:40. I think I might call it there. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. Like and subscribe to the channel. Please share the channel with your friends and try and help me out and get people to come over. And yeah, I will do a stream again. So Mondays and Tuesdays, or Mondays is sci-fi tutorial from my Udemy course. Tuesday I normally release a Blender add-on review. Wednesdays 3D printing. Thursdays is a vlog, which will probably go back to being a Blender tutorial because nobody really cares about the vlogs. And Friday is Unreal tutorials. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you very much.